What's up, people? It's the Unrelated Twins. We're back. It's Contrix.
Nice you too.
So we're gonna make another episode of the Beginner's Guide, actually, and this time we're gonna tell you which monsters are food or which monsters are good, so which monsters you should keep or not. And we're gonna do it by element, and yeah, so we're basically gonna tell you which monsters to keep and what not to feed. And just to get it started, to make things clear, we're not gonna talk about anything higher than 3 stars because any 4 star that you get in the beginning, you want to keep them because it's gonna be hard to get them again. So any monster that's gonna be hard to get again, you're gonna keep it, just like light and darks, right? So let's start off with the fire element.
And also, like, if you have a 4 star and it's bad at the moment, it still can get better later in the game. So start off with Angel Moss. These monsters are just used to level up your monsters level. So I misclicked right there. And this one is just a better version of it.
Yep. Then you got Seek. You get him in the beginning. He's gonna be your attacker if you don't get a better one to clear the map, basically. So keep Seek. Use him to clear the map.
That's
Then
a,
you got Colleen.
oh yeah, you have Colleen. She has an attack buff. She is kind of like a support monster for your team. Really good. Keep her.
The Fire Unigami. Same story as Seek. If you get him, he's like maybe better than Seek even. Use him as an attacker to clear the map, and that's it basically.
Yeah, but the problem with Seegis, by the way, is that he's a glass cannon, so he will probably die pretty quick. Moving on to Spectra, sorry. Yes, he's a support monster with a bit of damage and attack by decrease and slow.
The High Elemental, same story as Seek, and the Fire Unigami. He does damage. Maybe use him to clear the map or use him later on in the game, just not for giants.
Yeah. Moving on to which one? Rakuni. Rakuni, like later, he's good in a arena monster PvP. I think he could be used in like the map to clear some stuff, but later on, I don't think he's really like in Giants. You can use him. Maybe in Dragons, I don't know, but
Yeah, he's just good for late game RTA basically. The water monsters. Um, Tark is the first monster I see. Late game monster for speed runs, dragons, and giants. So just make sure you keep one or two of him, and just build him later on. Just make sure you got one. The Garuda.
Garuda, Konamiya. He's a support type monster with a nice glance. We talked about him in Giants Guide. You should really keep him if you get him and build him.
Yep. Lulu is the same as Garuda. You can choose if you want to use Lulu, Garuda, or another healer if you got a better one. Also a good monster in the beginning for giants, whatever. So keep her and build her if you don't build another healer.
Next, Serpent is pretty handy too. He has kind of like a support slash damage build, so you could use him later in the game or in the beginning of the game, maybe later on too. Um,
Uh,
Rena.
yeah, Arena is a late game monster. Keep one of her. Just make sure you have one so you don't get. If you want to build her late game, you got one in your storage, right? So just keep one. She's a tank for your arena defense, a stall defense, whatever. So just keep one arena. And we skip the high elemental again.
Oh, sorry. The high elemental is ignore defense. Is a attack type monster. Glass cannon, very squishy. Very did I say that?
Squishy.
Squishy. Sorry.
Yeah.
So moving on, Megan.
Megan is a great monster. A replacement for Shannon. If you checked our Giants video, I still use her late game if you don't get Bastet. So yeah, keep Megan, build her, use her for Giants or Dragons, whichever works for you.
That's it, right?
Yep, that's all I think for water monsters.
Now moving on to wind. Wind pixie. So she has an attack and defense type. Like we talked about her in Giants Guide, Keeper, Builder. She's really good, especially in the beginning. Then I will talk real quick about the Yeti. He has like a heal passive. Oh no, it wasn't a passive, but he has some heal stuff. I heard some people use him. I never used him, but he's really good apparently.
Then you got Ram of God. He does damage based off the HP he lost. So when he loses a lot of HP, he deals it as damage and heals himself. He heals himself up. And so yeah, he's pretty much a good tanky damage dealing monster that you can use to clear anything, the map or whatever.
And also, if you kill someone, he gains another turn, so it's really handy. Um, Bernard, the Wind Griffin. Um, he's like we talked about him in the Giants guide. He's really good. Use him. He has some damage slash support type role. Who we gonna talk about? Oh, Copper. We totally.
Oh yeah, Copper. Copper is pretty much a late game monster. I haven't built him yet, but Copper can be really good in guild offense or maybe even arena or whatever. He's a monster that deals a lot of damage off of his defense. So he's tanky and he deals damage, kind of compared with Ramaguz or something like that. So you keep one of him.
Yeah. Then you have to like the Mav, the Wind Penguin Knight. You should keep him. He's really good at TOA. He has some good support type of roles. So yeah, that's it. So that's like moving on to the light. Um,
Keep every light and dark you get, by the way, not just the monsters we name right now, right? Because they can get buffed.
yeah,
So the first one you should maybe use even is Kabila. She's the fastest attack buffer in the game. She has 120 speed and she can buff the attack bar of your team, just like Bernard, right? So you can choose to use her. I still haven't gotten her, so keep her definitely.
yeah. Moving on. Some people use the light Garuda Tion. If I'm saying
Yeah,
correct, he can revive and do some stuff. So you should keep him too.
yeah, you get him in the beginning, by the way.
Oh
Then you
yeah,
got Bella, monster that's gonna help you progress way faster. You want to use her in Giants, Dragons, maybe even Necro. So try to get Bella. Definitely keep her and rune her up and build her as fast as you can because she's gonna speed up your progression really quick.
Yeah, moving on to the Light Serpent. He is some kind of like damage build slash a little bit of support. Keep him if you get him.
Like Golem, he's basically a tank. If you want to tank any dark monster or anything, basically you can build him later on in the game or even in the beginning if you want to tank anything. So just keep one of him, put him in storage, I guess.
Yeah. Also, the Light Elemental, same story with the other ones. Moving
Damage
on.
dealer.
Damage dealer, yeah, correct.
Amon is a healer. He heals with his passive. Every time he crits, he heals up your entire team. So he's a good healer. You can choose to use him. A lot of people choose to use other healers, but he can be useful at least. So keep one of him.
Yeah. If you get Asher, sorry, the Light Werewolf, he's really good. He's a damage build slash support type of role. He's really good. You should keep him definitely.
The light Amazon Lynn. She does a ton of damage based on the max HP of the enemy.
Yeah.
So she does a lot of damage to bosses like the giant at the end or the dragon. So keep her and maybe even use her to beat the giant or the dragon. Use her as your damage dealer, right?
Yeah, yeah, true, true. Moving on. Oh, Darion, yeah. He's like old school. I think he got buffed last time, but he's a good supportive slash debuff role for your monsters. He can also be used in giants. He's really good.
Yep. What else do I see?
Well, if you get him the light talk of the battle
Battle
map
Mammoth.
marble, you should keep him too. He's not super useful, but you should keep him.
Yeah. I heard he does the most damage in the game or something at one point, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah, that's true because of the max HP of a certain monster.
So moving on to the dark monsters. The
Uh,
Dark Tark. I don't know even what his name is. Dark Hellhound. Um, Shumar is the fastest monster in the game. Due to his passive, he gains 15 speed when he joins the game. So, never mind. So yeah, so he also increases speed as the HP goes down. So that's just a fun fact, but I don't really see a lot of people using him. Just keep one of him.
yeah. Hold up, I wanna. Oh yeah, Mentura, the Dark Serpent. He's really good. He has a lot of debuffs, and he has a little bit of a strip, so it's a great supportive type role, especially good at TOA. So keep him. Oh, also, Dark Werewolf. Joltar, you want to talk about that?
Jolton, he's a tanky damage dealer just like Ashir. Yeah, just keep one of him. Maybe you'll use him later on in the game. He's a fun monster to use, and he inflicts damage back to the enemy when he gets attacked. So yeah, he's a pretty good damage dealer.
Um, So then we have Train, the Dark Grime Reaper. He has like a third skill which can like stun an enemy if there's a continuous damage on him. He's pretty good. He's a little bit squishy though, but he's pretty good.
You can use him for TOA. Same story for this guy. The Dark Toe is Wound Hack. I still sometimes use him for my TOA or TOA hard team. He's a support monster, CC monster. He will keep the enemy stunned up or in sleep. So yeah, just keep one of him if you want to use him later on when you get to TOA and TOA hard.
Yeah, so he's a good team up with Spectra. We'll make another video about that. Then we have Basalt. He's a good supporter slash healer, a little bit of a heal type monster. And definitely keep him. So I think that's it.
Yep. So those are all the monsters that you should keep for the beginning to progress as fast as you can through the game. And that's all I got to say basically.
Yeah, so we'll make another video about the 4-star and also the 5-stars. There will be another video. Check that out.
And before we stop, we can pop some summons, right?
Summon.
Summon. I like to say summons, man. Today we got something special for y'all. We got a legendary scroll. We don't play around. It's a guaranteed lightning. Let's pop this 5-star, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh.
So yeah.
Stop the video,
Are you
man.
listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.